Good afternoon. Today is Friday, I think. And I think tomorrow's Saturday. And Thelma's a big concert. I say big concert. All of her concerts are big for us. Her concert is tomorrow in Wayne on Route 133, headed south, I believe, out of the center of Wayne, about a half mile out of town. If you're in the area, I probably sent you an email. You can come if you can. Free food. We're looking forward to a good day. Thelma's scheduled to sing first in the afternoon. We're going to go over in the morning and get our sound system. We're going to use our sound system. Thelma and I just ran it through all the checks, and yeah, it's loud enough. It's working. Everything's good. It's small, but it's loud. And so it's not as loud as what they had last year, but we don't know what they're going to have this year. They may not have any other sound system there. The fellow that's been there for the last 2 years has moved away, and so that's not available. Anyway, so I'm ready. I've got to pack things back up. I've just loaded a bag full of extra stuff just in case. We know that there's a couple of other guys that might sing. One of them might play Thelma's keyboard. So there's some unknown moving pieces out there for it. So I'm trying to have everything I have that might be needed with me. Not that I'm going to run the whole day. There may be other people there with another sound system, and that's fine. But we're going to use ours, and others might use ours. Boring stuff for you folks that don't do that kind of thing. Anyway, what else is going on? One of my other sisters, I have 3 sisters and another half-sister down in Florida. One of my other sisters right from the state of Maine here came over yesterday, she and her husband, and took a bunch of stuff away from what came out of my dad's house. My stepmother's house, actually, was her house, but it was dad's stuff. So they hauled a bunch of stuff away for them and their children and grandchildren, whatever, which pretty well cleaned the porch off. I have a stack of records that our granddaughter up in Hebron will get. She's gonna have fun going through those. We may keep a couple of, there's some Reader's Digest sets of stuff that she probably couldn't care about, not original, they're remakes and stuff, so they're not real original albums. So we may keep those to go with our record player, just for something to have in case we want to pull it out and be nostalgic, Yeah, I got rid of my turntable. I had a nice turntable. I still have my receiver down here, my Pioneer receiver amplifier. Got a couple of fairly good speakers that are better than listening to headphones and so on, but I don't set them up. Hardly ever. They're right here beside me, but they're not set up. I had them on my desk here one time for a stereo system for my computer. It's like, yeah, that's a little overkill. I don't need to do that. So I took those down. But I've got them right here. And I had a turntable, but at the time records were on the way out. We were doing cassettes in the studio, our recording studio. Cassettes were the big thing. I had a rack of 5 double cassette decks from Tascam, which is a good the professional side of Technics. I think it was Technics and Tascam, or TAC and I don't know. Anyway, Tascam. We had a lot of Tascam equipment in our studio. We had 5 double cassette decks, so we could make 10 cassettes at a time, off from the original 2-track master that came from our 8-track multi-track master, mixed down to the 2-track, and then do cassettes directly from that. And we did a lot of that. And I had a Macintosh computer, and I would do cassette inserts for them and labels. We had a nice Apple printer, which was really a Canon printer, but it really did nice stuff. We got a bigger Epson printer later that stopped working mysteriously. Anyway, history. We have a lot of technological history behind us. We were just going through, Thelma's had 5 pretty much top-of-the-line keyboards in her career. She's on a Yamaha something or other right now, PRS 950, I think, or something like that, which is 10 years old now. So I was telling her the other day, it's almost time to buy another keyboard. And no. Well, she'll probably have at least one more keyboard before we're done. Have a good weekend, folks.